Hello everyone, this is the Vigilant Soldier here, and I'm here to speak about a very, how would I put this, kind of important topic. Alex Jones has been censored, he has been shut down, and he has been taken off the air. So what exactly does this mean? Because one thing which we all know is the fact that Alex Jones has indeed quote-unquote exposed the Illuminati. He has indeed brought out many topics about them, and he does claim to be a Christian. But is he really a Christian? Is he really? Because for one thing we know about Alex Jones is that he's a very big supporter of Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is a wolf in sheep's clothing. And how do we know that? Well, the first things first. If Donald Trump was legit, he would have actually done something. We all know that this Illuminati thing is all a big game anyway. We know that Trump isn't even the real one in power. He's a puppet president. The real ones are the, for example, Rothschild family, all things like that. Trump has no real power. He's just getting fame and fortune. He's sold to the devil, as I believe Alex Jones has. And that's one thing you know. I believe Alex Jones has met Trump. I believe that. As I said, I'm not really much of a follower of him, but I know enough about him, and I do know things which Alex Jones does. For example, he's always so angry. Now, sure, there is a thing called righteous anger, but there's a difference because the scriptures teaches the Lord gives us a spirit of love, right? And we are indeed to love our enemies. The reason we are to love our enemies, when I say love, I don't mean this hipster love which many people claim. I mean the real biblical love. But Alex Jones doesn't do that. He's just so hateful. He's filled with hatred, and the Lord does not give us a spirit of hate. But that's a whole other topic entirely. But he's not operating the spirit of God. Now, as I said, it's okay to be angry. I'd say you're supposed to be angry at many of this stuff. For example, topics like abortion. We should be angry at that. But the very fact is that Alex Jones just gets angry for no reason. And the reason he's doing that is to paint Christians in a negative light. For the scriptures even teach about people like this. Book of Mark, chapter 7, verse 6. And he answered and said unto them, well, as Isaiah had prophesied of you, hypocrites, as it is written. Wait, let me start again. He answered and said unto them, well, hath Isaiah prophesied of you, hypocrites, as it is written. This people honoureth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. That's the case of Alex Jones. Fair though, he's an even stretch to say that. But yeah, by the way, just remember the scriptures teach you that even Satan comes as an angel of light. And this is Alex Jones coming in as an angel of light. And as I said, he's purposely getting angry on these videos. He purposely does it. It's all an act. For example, that video about him going on about the frogs, chemicals in the water to turn the frogs gay. What is that about? Again, painting us born-again Christians as crazy people, when what we provide is actual factual evidence about the Illuminati, because the Illuminati is true. It is true. The scriptures even teach that. But that's a whole other topic entirely. But yeah, the Illuminati, the New World Order, it is indeed true. And Alex Jones is a part of it, I think. He's definitely a shill, and he's definitely got something to do with it. For example, you don't think it's a bit dodgy how he went to Bohemian Grove, did that entire documentary thing on it? I personally get he went there to do the sacrifices. Just my personal opinion, though. And we all know about controlled opposition. For example, Trump and Hillary. I think actually I heard the cousins. I don't know. I think they are actually, yeah. Part of the Illuminati bloodline. Wouldn't surprise me if Alex Jones was part of it. Again, though, whole other topic entirely. But yeah, Alex Jones is one of those people who will honour Christ with his lips and not actually honour him by his works. And said, Matthew 7:20 says, wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. But what are the fruits of Alex Jones? Well, I've already said he's always so angry. But do you want to know something else which many people seem to have forgotten of, these quote-unquote Alex Jones supporters? Alex Jones has been teaching forms of Satanism. He has. And Daniel 11:38, but in his estate shall he honour the God of forces, and a God whom his fathers knew not, whom his father few knew not, shall he honour with gold and silver, and with precious stones and pleasant things. Now that was speaking of the Antichrist. I'm not saying that Alex Jones is the Antichrist, but one thing which you know is that there are many Antichrists. There will indeed be one big leader in the end times. I do believe that I guess you could call that the biblical Antichrist. But there's an Antichrist church, which I call the Catholic Church. That is indeed the Antichrist church. Whole other topic entirely. And I say that because of the whole 666 thing with the Pope. Doesn't matter though. What I'm teaching now is that Alex Jones is teaching Antichrist teachings. Because back on the November 28th, 2016, and also I'm going to put the link to this title, the link to this article down there, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to put that in the description. Anyway, all I will say is, Alex Jones was teaching New Ageism. Back on November 28th, 2016, he made a video titled The Secrets of the Universe. So, Alex Jones was actually teaching a New Age doctrine. He says the secret to the universe is goodwill. That's the secret to the higher levels of the universe. The Bible doesn't teach that. The Bible teaches faith in Christ. You rely on the cross. You get transformed by the Spirit. It doesn't teach anything about different levels of the universe. That's stupid. The next level of human... I don't even know how to pronounce the word, to be honest with you. Or human expansion is upon us. That sounds like transhumanism to me. So the New Age movement and transhumanism are very, very linked. As I said, hold the topic entirely though. And he says, where does that vortex go? Together as humans on this planet in the third dimension. We then manifest our free will and decide whether we're going to go collectively. So like cells in the body, we never die. So long as the species doesn't die. And anybody that pushes the death of the species is what I'd call satanic. Whatever. Alex Jones was teaching New Ageism. Are you still following him? Do you still believe he's a Christian? Because he's teaching New Ageism, and that is what the Illuminati wants him to do. Because a New Age religion is something which the Illuminati is very, very heavily invested into. Just as Alex Jones is invested into it. Coincidence? No, it's not. He's part of the Illuminati. He's controlled a position. The reason he is there is to silence the word and to kick off the Great Tribulation. They want the Great Tribulation to get started. And as I said, the prophecies of the end times are coming up. For example, I've already exposed this proto-mark thing. Example, this guy basically worships Trump. But Trump is implementing the mark of the beast as we know it. I've already said, Trump said you need ID to go and buy groceries. The scriptures teach very clearly, if you don't have this mark of the beast, then you will be, you know what, you won't be able to buy or sell. I'm not saying ID is the mark of the beast. I'm saying all these things are proto-marks. The actual mark, which has three aspects to it, all the topic entirely, I think I've covered it, but I'm probably going to cover that in its own video. That will come eventually. Is that going to come under Trump's authority? I don't think it will, but it's very possible. I'm not saying it will, though, okay? Trump is not the Antichrist. He is an Antichrist, but he is not the main Antichrist. We'll make that clear. I personally believe the main Antichrist will be the Pope. Not when I say the Pope, I don't mean Pope Francis, but a Pope when the Catholic Church gets power. Because I believe the Catholic Church is going to get some power over the earth. I believe they're going to become the main church in America at some point. And people say they are, but they're not. I don't know. I've got some theory about that, but then again, hold the topic. Next video on Catholicism Exposed might actually cover something along those ideas. Catholicism Exposed is indeed continuing, by the way. I've just not got to the video yet. I know what the topic is. Anyway, Alex Jones. Yeah. So we worship Trump. We know full well Trump is indeed an Antichrist. Not the Antichrist, he's an Antichrist. He's Antichrist in spirit. He is a shill. He ain't no Christian. And then, because we know for well that in Revelation it says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Makes it clear we are to be, and the people who do this to us, they will have this done to themselves. That is clear. They will be punished for what they have done to us. But the thing is, the scriptures teach that. But this makes it clear we are all to go through some form of persecution in our lives. It says, he who suffers to Christ shall be blessed. He's blessed who suffers to Christ. And Matthew 24:9 says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So it's clear the Great Tribulation is coming. This has happened to us, and it's already happening all around the world, but it's going to happen on a much larger scale soon. So what I say to you is to repent and accept Christ if you haven't already, because the prophecies are coming true. And Alex Jones being silenced is the first, not even the first step, he's just one of the next step. He's the next step in this big thing. Because next person, I guarantee you, they're going to silence Mark Dice. I'm telling you right now, because he's a shill too. So Alex Jones has been silenced. Yep. Mark Dice is next, or someone like that. I'm saying Mark Dice. It won't be long until they silence Mark Dice. Again, Mark Dice is a shill. None of them ever really do preach the gospel. All they do is expose evil. And as I said, exposing evil is good, but you can't just do that. You've got to preach the gospel as well. Because, yeah, people are going to bring up how I exposed the Venom trailer. Yeah, that trailer needed exposing. But I also preach the gospel and speak about other topics such as the end times, giving reasons why Christianity is the truth. This is one of the many reasons the prophecies are coming true. They're going to try and silence the faith. They're going to deliver us up to be afflicted, and they shall kill us. We shall be hated for his name's sake. Don't believe Alex Jones. He is a shill. It won't surprise me if he gets put into prison, or quote-unquote prison. Don't worry, you Alex Jones supporters. If you're still a supporter of him by the end of this, please don't be. Repent. And I ask you all to pray for him. I do. Pray that he actually receives the Spirit of Christ, that he may be used as a testimony to glorify the Lord's name and bring others to Christ. Say with Mark Dice and Trump. Maybe then something will happen. What do you want to say to you all? Please, don't fall for this Alex Jones stuff and be vigilant, because the Great Tribulation is coming. Is it going to be in our lifetimes? I don't know. No one knows the day nor the hour when Christ will come. But I do believe the Great Tribulation is will happen pretty soon. Don't know when. Soon could be 30 years. This entire time is nothing to the Lord. A day to the Lord is 1,000 years to us. It could be any time. So be vigilant, because Alex Jones is not a true Christian. And him being silenced, this is the template, because soon they're going to start painting us as a homegrown terrorist. I heard something recently about them painting us Christians and as quote-unquote conspiracy theorists and born-again Christians as potential homegrown terrorists. You see this? They won't hate us for being Christians. They'll hate us as murderers, paedophiles, things like that, robbers, things like that. That's what they're going to claim we are. We're going to claim we're traitors. We're guilty of treason and things like that. They will label us as terrorists. And the fact that they're labeling us as potential whole-grown terrorists, it's serious. And it even says our families will hate us. Even our families will deliver us up. And the funny thing is, my family recently even shared their concerns about the fact that I was going to become an extremist terrorist, all because I was reading the Bible. Literally, that's a true story. And I may make a video on that as a testimony to say, hey, the end times are here. So don't fall for Alex Jones. It's just him being censored is a sign of the end times. He's controlled opposition, because what they do is they get this controlled opposition to paint us look like the bad guys, so they can get YouTube to take them off YouTube, and then they can take us off YouTube. And I'm sorry for sounding angry, but it's because I am angry. This isn't Alex Jones kind of anger, being angry for the sake of being angry. This is being angry because they're trying to silence the truth, a beautiful truth of Jesus Christ. All because they can't accept it and they love Satan. So please, don't fall for this. Alex Jones serves Satan, whether he knows it or not. He's a part of the Illuminati. I know that for a fact. And if you want me to expose me even more, then I will do. So is Mark Dice, and he's next. And guarantee you right now, it's all part of their game. It's all part of the fake news agenda. This fake news stuff, which they're putting around in colleges and all that, in schools in England. Because they're going to program on in the indoctrination centres. And Alex Jones is basically becoming a meme, a joke artist, basically. I know people who just take him for a joke because he is a joke. He ain't no Christian teaching New Ageism. He hasn't even properly exposed the Illuminati. So you need to be vigilant. Don't just believe what everyone says, for the scriptures say ye will know them by their fruits. See what spirit they had in them. They said, don't believe every spirit, but test them. If you test the Alex Jones spirit, you can clearly tell. He ain't of God. He's of the devil. And he is being used by the Illuminati, believe it or not. He's controlled opposition. Controlled opposition is a real tactic used by the Illuminati. So everyone, sorry about the rambling on, but it had to be said. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. He's a Zionist shill. The scriptures, Jesus even said, for I will make them of the synagogue of Satan. Alex Jones is of the synagogue of Satan. That is a fact. An absolute fact. So you all need to get it in your head that he ain't of God. He's a Zionist shill, and he's controlled opposition. He's fulfilling the prophecies in a sense. Them silencing him would be considered. Now they're going to use that to silence Mark Dice, and they're going to silence all of us. Why do you think Christian YouTubers find it even harder and harder to get big by the day? Now, I ain't on this to get big, but more subscribers would be nice, because that would mean that the Lord is using my channel to reach more people. Yeah, of course. As I said, sorry for rambling on. It's just, it really hurts me to see people believe Alex Jones, and it's just the fact that I know full well the Great Tribulation is coming soon. And I don't have a problem with being put to death. It's my brothers and sisters, really, that I don't want to be put to death. But hey, we'll be resurrected. I love you all. Vigilant Soldier here. I'm going to sign up for now. I think I'm going to just do a stream later as well, just to let you all know. See you all later.